Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Penn State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker. Express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, him and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Got him downfield. Can anyone catch him? A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab in the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Penn State 13.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy. Get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're getting this guy lathered up. Still running at the 40. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Back to throw, it's Fry. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Iowa! How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. Quick release on the RPO. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Penn State 20, Iowa 7.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
At the 44, brings up second down.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. The give on the inside. And he could not get loose on the run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Fry. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them to move.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? The inside handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He unleashes a long one. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Uncorks it. Got his man to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. He's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down here for the offense. He'll try the left side. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Penn State 34.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking downfield, it's Fry. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Penn State, 41, Iowa, 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Fry. He's going to throw deep right side. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The play-action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Might be looking to run. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking to throw, it's Fry. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it set up on the outside. Got room at the 35. Just trucks through it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 6 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They're bringing heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete. And he was dying to to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. 2nd and goal for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Fry. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Off play action on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Jones. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, and 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. Touch pass on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Fry. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They go to the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Pocket starts to collapse. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Still looking on the move. Got a man. It's Vincent. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to get to it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Fry. Oh, what a cut! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're